Let's bring him in now. Corner for the Denver Broncos, Chris Harris. Chris, how are you, man?
I'm doing real good. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for joining us. And, Chris, let's get right down to it. Last week against the Baltimore Ravens, you guys made it happen on both sides of the ball. Talk about your performance against the Ravens last Sunday.
I felt like we came out and definitely got off the field on three and outs and, forced them to pass the ball, and we were able to make some plays on the ball, and, I feel like we played good. You
definitely played good, and you play well, too, as you had one of the biggest plays of the game. Ravens down there threatening, you guys up 10-0, and you made, again, the play of the game. Take us through that play.
All week I was focusing on getting the line fast and so I could read and react. They were trying to hurry us up, and I just made sure I lined up fast and broke on the receiver Bowden, and then I looked back and the ball was coming. I just made a play on the ball.
You made a play, and 98 yards later, you boys were up 17-0, and pretty much the game was a wrap at that point. Take us through the final parts of that interception. Flacco was coming. You couldn't get caught by a quarterback, could you?
Nah, I definitely couldn't get caught by a quarterback, but I seen him coming, and I had a little bit more juice just in making it in the end zone. But Flacco had a great effort. If my linebacker was blocking him, all he had to do is stay on him, and then I would have been able to jog him.
And you made the play. You did what you had to do, and right now you Denver Broncos have won 9 in a row. You guys got off to a slow start, 2-3 at one point in this season. What have you guys done to turn this thing around?
Definitely having Peyton Manning, he definitely helps out a lot with the offense scoring, and we just try to get off on a third down and make sure that Peyton gets the ball, and really just watch him work.
And he's put in a lot of work this year, over 4,000 yards passing, 31 big touchdowns for Peyton Manning at this point in the season. Talk about Peyton Manning in the locker room and some of the things he's brought to the team this season.
Peyton Manning is definitely a true leader. Especially what he's brought to us on the field, of his leadership. If he feels like the offense isn't practicing well or focusing right, and he definitely gets on worse than the coaches, you know what I mean? And, that's the type of leader that you need to have, a guy that knows how to win. And, he's definitely changed the whole team.
Is he the comeback player of the year, in your opinion?
Yeah, it definitely goes out of him and Adrian Peterson. And, most of the time we can't choose people on our team. But other than Peyton, I would go with Adrian Peterson because what he's doing is remarkable. But
if you had your real choice, obviously it would be Peyton Manning.
Yeah, definitely.
And I can't really argue with it. I said give it to both of them. Let them split it. Both of them have big-time years. Both of them big-time years. So let them split it.
Yeah, definitely.
Throughout the course of this season, you have been about that big play life. 3 picks. You had the game-clinching pick against the Chargers this season. You're tied for the league, for the team lead in interceptions. What's up with you in these big plays?
I'm just taking it one play at a time, and letting the game come to me. And team's been trying me a lot, and I just been able to make plays on the ball and be able to score. Having 2 touchdowns is big, and I just know how to return them after I catch them.
Definitely. You definitely know how to return them. 2 touchdowns for you in this season, and 2 big touchdowns because, again, against the Ravens last week, the Ravens were threatening. You guys were up 10-0, and that interception by you was essentially the clincher at that point. And obviously against the Chargers, that was the clincher, your interception against the Chargers earlier in this season. So, Chris, obviously you're making big plays. You're doing big things. And interesting with you, Chris, you were an undrafted free agent in 2011. Now you're a starting corner for the Denver Broncos. Talk about the journey for you, going from an undrafted rookie free agent to this point here where you're tied for the team lead in interceptions.
Definitely I had to overcome a whole bunch of obstacles, in order to be where I'm at. I've definitely, Denver Broncos definitely made me work for everything and all my spots. And, I'm just taking advantage of the opportunity that they have gave me and continue to just try to improve every week.
And that you are. You are improving week in and week out. Your team is improving week in and week out. We're talking to Broncos corner Chris Harris. And, Chris, let's go to your defense. I mean, your defense is one of the best defenses in this game, second against the rush, eighth against the pass. I mean, you guys, as a defensive unit, have been getting it done for the past 2 years. Talk about the play of your defense this season.
Definitely. When you have the skilled guys that we have up front with Robert Ayers, Von Miller, Elvis Dumerville, and then Derek Wolf, and Bannon and Vickerson is playing very good up front. And Wesley Williams having a fantastic year at the linebacker position, and then adding our secondary. I feel like we really gelled as the season went on, and it's really tough to beat us as long as the guys up front are really continue to play well, and we continue to eliminate the big plays.
Definitely. And you play opposite Champ Bailey. How much have you learned from Champ Bailey, one of the greatest cornerbacks to ever do it? How much have you learned from Champ?
Champ's just a guy that comes and competes every day, and just to be able to pick his brain sometimes and see what he sees on film is, something that a lot of corners in this league don't get a chance of having, and playing with him has definitely helped me out a lot.
And it shows. You're definitely getting it done this season. Let's talk about tomorrow's game against the Cleveland Browns, a game you guys need to win to secure that second seed in the AFC. How do you guys go about avoiding a letdown against the Browns?
We just had to continue to have a same type of practices that we've been having since we've been on the streak. And, guys are continuing to lock in and work really hard. We know that we need to win these next 2 games in order to get the bye. And, that's something that we're just trying to take it with the Browns this week. And knowing in order to get that bye, we have to finish out strong.
And how important is that bye? Last year you guys had to play in the wild card round. All in all, how important is getting the bye for your team?
It's definitely important. Whenever you can be able to play a game at home, is definitely important in the second round. And it's just having the fans there playing at home is very comfortable. So and the altitude helps out a lot too, definitely.
How long did it take you to get used to that altitude?
It's like since we train in it every day and practicing it, I'm pretty acclimated to it. But when we go away, you can breathe so much easier. Definitely never really get too tired out there on the field when we play away.
So it's almost a gift for you because you can. When you go to other places, it's like, wow, I'm used to this. I can handle this.
Yeah, definitely.
And I look at your team. You're second in the league in scoring. You're fourth in total defense. Are the Broncos the most complete team in football at this point?
I would say we're pretty. Right now, we have having a great offense, and with Peyton Manning, and then having Trendon Holiday return, and us having a pretty solid year on defense. It definitely makes us complete. But we still feel like we haven't played that complete game where on all cylinders, the offense, defense, and the special team is clicking at once. And that's something that we plan on doing in the playoffs. Definitely.
We're talking to Broncos corner Chris Harris. And Chris, obviously you guys are one of the hottest teams in football, 9 in a row. Obviously you're one of the more complete teams in football at this point. Peyton Manning, your defense, and some of the things you guys are doing on both sides of the ball. How do you feel about your chances of going deep in these playoffs?
Definitely we feel confident, but we know that it's not going to come easy. We know we have to put in the work every day, and just to continue to improve. We feel like we still haven't peaked yet, and that's something that we're continuing to focus on doing.
And Chris, I want to now take this time to apologize to the Denver Broncos and apologize to you personally. I was a guy that over these past few weeks had some doubts about your team. I saw some of the teams you guys were playing. They weren't the best teams in the league, but after what you did to the Baltimore Ravens last week, I should say, and how dominating you were, I can officially say to you that I'm sorry for doubting you. You guys are truly for real. Sorry, Chris. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I mean, when you got Peyton Manning and with a solid defense, it's hard to doubt us. But, I mean, we still, like I said, continue to improve. And, I mean, Peyton's doing a good job of keeping everybody hungry.
And you guys are hungry, and you guys are playing some big-time football. And ironically enough, I did have you guys going to the Super Bowl this year. So even though I had my doubts at the beginning of the year, I had the Broncos going to the Super Bowl. But again, I am sorry for ever doubting you, Chris, and doubting your teammates. You guys are real.
Why would you doubt yourself? You were doubting yourself then.
Yeah, I guess on some level, yes. I guess so. So I guess I should apologize to myself, right, for doubting myself.
Yep.
And Chris, Christmas is around the corner. What does Chris Harris want for Christmas?
Really, I'm trying to think what my wife might have got me. I don't know what she probably got me. I told her I wanted a new wallet, a couple of shoes. So I'm gonna see if she done it for me.
You want those 11s? I know a lot of people want the 11s.
Oh yeah, I know I got those coming in for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to get the 11s, maybe a little wallet. I mean, it's kind of hard to shop for a guy like you, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, being fortunate. I mean, I really do a lot of the shopping for myself and pretty much have everything I need. So yeah, I would say it's pretty hard shopping for me.
And Chris, I know I went to your website, chrisharrisjr.com, and I know you're in the process of setting up a foundation. How's that going?
Yeah. It's going good. We're just right now I'm involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters very heavy right now. We just adopted a family for Christmas with them, and we did a game giveaway this year with kids writing essays. So we're definitely going to start getting my foundation more going once the off season hits, and I mean everybody should look forward to seeing what we have going on.
And fans, make sure you check his website, chrisharrisjr.com. That's chrisharrisjr.com, so you can see some of the great things that Chris Harris has going on, some of the great things he plans on doing in the community, and some of the great things he's doing now in the community. Yeah. How important is it for you to give back?
I mean, definitely it is. I mean, something that I think all players should do back to the community. The community helps take us, and I mean, we just thank them for it.
Definitely, Chris. Again, fans, go check it out, chrisharrisjr.com. Chris is also on Twitter at Chris Harris Jr. Fans, check out some of the great things he has going on. And Chris, it was a pleasure talking to you, man. We wish you nothing but the best of luck. Good luck tomorrow against the Browns. Good luck in the playoffs, and good luck in all that you do. Let's do this again.
Oh, yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for everything. And, let me know whenever you want to have me back on. I'll be glad to come back on.
Definitely. We'd love to have you back, Chris. Good luck to you, man. Good guy. You did it the hard way, but you're making big plays for the Denver Broncos, and that play last week against the Ravens was a big-time play. And keep doing what you're doing, man. Merry Christmas.
All right. Same to you. Thanks.
Take care.
Mm.